Karen Johnson, 77, spent about 3 years in the Highland Springs Care Center in Beaumont. She was at an unlocked memory care facility in Hemet, but she got to the point with her Alzheimer's and dementia, where she needed to be in a locked facility, said her daughter, Dina Garcia. Southern California nursing homes during the coronavirus pandemic. Latest installments in a continuing series. The series was produced by correspondent Brenda Gazzar and SCNG staff writer Bo Yarbrough, participating in the USC Annenberg Center for Health Journalism's California Fellowship. Garcia, who lives in Moreno Valley, would visit her mother regularly. "I had a really good relationship with people who worked there. I knew them, they knew me, I could show up at any time," she said. And her mother seemed to like Highland Springs. "She was a very outdoorsy person, so I think she liked getting outdoors and still feel like she was getting outside," Garcia said, although she noted that Johnson still wasn't allowed to leave the grounds. In March, as the coronavirus pandemic swept into Riverside County, Highland Springs stopped all visitation. Management told residents' families they had a rigorous routine for keeping staff, residents and the facility clean and virus-free. All employees were screened for temperatures when they arrived each day, for example. According to her family, Johnson even appears in a March 23 video about hand washing on the Highland Springs Facebook page. "She had 3 really good years there and 1 really bad week," said Johnson's grandson, Kyle Garcia, who lives near Fort Worth. On April 11, Dina Garcia was told that her mother was running a fever. 3 days later, Johnson was sent to the emergency room at Banning's San Gorgonio Memorial Hospital, where she was non-responsive. Previously, she was capable of holding conversations and, her dementia and Alzheimer's aside, was in generally good shape, according to her family. Highland Springs spokeswoman Liz Tyler blames asymptomatic spread for the virus getting into Highland Springs. "It's not like the memory care facility created this virus or served it with breakfast," she said. "It came in from the outside." Despite housing those most vulnerable to COVID-19, nursing homes don't have the same tools as hospitals do to fight it, she said. "Nursing homes, they don't have negative space rooms like you have in hospitals. They have shared ventilation," Tyler said. "It is an extraordinary effort to contain it." Highland Springs stopped admitting new residents on April 13, after the facility was first informed a resident had tested positive for COVID-19. On April 17, Highland Springs was told Johnson had tested positive for COVID-19. Staff ended up testing all of their patients that same day, Tyler said. 61 out of 86 residents tested positive, most of whom were asymptomatic.